Yo, is the mic loud enough? Let me know, please. What is up, Waffle Gang? I do hope you are well. My name is Mark and welcome back to another hashed live stream. I hope you're doing well today and just thank you for being here and just showing your support as always. Absolutely amazing of you. Oh dear. Sorry, I was meant to be live yesterday and I set it all up. Everything's been set up since yesterday and I've just I got to it and I was like, oh no, I'm just too tired. I just can't do it. So I downloaded Valheim and I just started playing there. I am so sorry. It's lame, isn't it? It's a bloody lame excuse. I know. But I'm feeling much better today. You know, I'm gonna sound like an alcoholic because on Twitter yesterday, on Friday I posted a picture of beer. Yesterday I posted a picture of beer. Yesterday was Friday. Well, I'm just posting lots of pictures of beer. I sound like an alcoholic. And I'm sat here drinking beer again. But hey, I'm loving it. How you guys doing? How is your weekend going thus far? Yeah, I don't know what it is about yesterday. I've been wanting to play Valheim in ages. And I haven't played like a game. It just feels like such a long time, like sat down and actually got into a game. And I am loving Valheim. I mean, I've hardly got anywhere on it. I literally logged into the game, made myself an axe, chopped a tree and killed myself. And I was in love from that moment. Lucia Lovecraft, thank you so much. It's very kind of you. There's no message attached to that though. Ho! Roger taking care of 2 7-week-old puppies. Ah, lovely. You'd love to see me play Valheim. Ooh. It would be an absolute mess. People on the last live stream who lasted till the very end was like watching me play Little Nightmares 2. And my God, I was awful. It just shows how long I haven't played a game for. It's been such a long time. Gabriella Roos, welcome back. Definitely get Valheim Noir and let's play together. I need a Viking partner or someone to help me, to guide me through it. I want to just sit in the throne and you guys can build the fortress around me. The Waffle Kingdom. Hey, Lucid. Hope you're well. So anyway, today's plan is I have a bunch of am I the butthole? I'm trying not to swear on live stream because I don't know what YouTube is like on live streams, whether they shut me down straight away, which will probably happen. So I have a bunch, I think it's around 8 stories or so, which I have. And I want to try, I've got the bot active again. I know the bot messed everything up last time. Hopefully it won't this time. It hasn't done any damage so far, which is good. But we also have a poll system on the go. So hopefully, it's probably going to completely mess up. Hopefully, after a story, I can activate a poll and then you guys can vote and decide yourself, and then it'll post the results and stuff like that. I mean, it probably won't work at all, but that is the plan anyway. Yeah, 8. I mean, some of them are short, some of them are a bit longer. You know, it's a bit of a mix, you know. Oh, Rado, sorry to hear about your grandman. It's bloody awful, isn't it? The last couple of years it's been... Oh, let's just write them off completely. But I'm sorry to hear about your gran. That's hard to hear, man. And I know... I don't want to bring the vibe down. Some of you were asking about my dad, and I will cover that a bit later. I'm not going to bring it down straight away, you know. I don't want to depress you guys. But you guys know the way I feel about these sort of things and the way I discuss them, and I'm sort of very open about it. You know, what's going to happen is what's going to happen, you know. True Caller, thank you so much, my friend. Ooh, Sagrika, where you said about the cane. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that was in a recent video or it's in today's stories. So you have to bear with me. I've definitely covered it at some point. It's either within today's videos. It might have been into one of the ones I posted today, actually. The one that I posted 3 hours ago. I'm not totally sure. But yeah, I posted this. I did cover the story about the cane. Hey Technical, yeah, we have got some sort of merch already. It's just like a Teespring store that we cover at the minute. Yeah, so it's okay. Some people like it, but I'm pretty honest with it. I think it's, with all these print-on-demand sites, I think they're a bit overpriced, but don't tell anyone about that. But I do appreciate it when you do get it, but I just still do think, you know, don't spend your money on me, you know. Window Shade singing cookies, muffins, waffles, cupcakes. Thank you so much. I did try to get plushies as well. Sorry, I'm just talking absolute nonsense as always, but I did try to get plushies as well. Love you too, Lala. But there was, I can't remember, Makeship or something like that. They told me I'm too small of a content creator for them to consider me at the moment. I was like, fair enough, bastards. And I've spoken to a couple of suppliers as well, but I haven't found something that I really like at the moment. So we shall see. We shall see. Possibly in the future, if YouTube doesn't turn the channel over and screw me over. We'll see. We'll see. And the schedule on Spotify, I'm trying to redo the whole podcasting at the moment, Basically, and this is going to sound a bit sleazy, I make nothing from podcasts at the moment at all. Don't mind posting them, which I have been, but I've heard there's probably a better way that I can get them to Spotify and also, make a buck or two. So I'm looking into that right now, and as soon as I find out that, I'll be posting everything there as well. And it also gives me, that added level of security. If something was to happen to YouTube, I could maybe go into podcasts and things like that as well. But anyway, shall we cover the first story for today and then try this poll system? And if it messes up, Lala, you can send the art either to my Twitter or Discord if you really want to. I'd love to see it, as always. And anyway, let's jump in to our first story, if I can actually find it. This story comes from Alternative Mix 2517. Am I the arsehole for not letting my child wear ashes? My husband and his sister only grew up together for the first half of their childhoods, until their mother and his stepfather passed away in a car accident. My husband ended up with his father's family, and she ended up with a distant relative on their mother's side. Despite being the younger sibling, she ended up with her mother's ashes and all of the family photos. Despite living in different states, they stayed close. They were raised very differently for the back half of their childhoods. When we got together and announced our pregnancy, his sister was in college, but she seemed elated to be an aunt. I invited her to the baby shower. She arrived looking like a normal person, and then she presented her gifts. For the first gift, she made an entire photo album of their mother's family leading to them as children, complete with notes. Weird, but reasonable considering the circumstances. The second gift was a box of children's books that they had as kids. Normal, even sweet. The third gift is the problem. She decided to take some of their mother's ashes and have necklaces made out of them. One for her, one for my husband, and one for the new baby. She gave my baby a memorial necklace for a woman that died decades before she was born. It was incredibly creepy and everyone else there found it shocking, but my husband thought it was sweet and was very moved, so I let it go to move things along. Fast forward 5 years, and now she has a child as well, who she also has a necklace made for. Now that we're all vaccinated, she really wants to come visit, and of course they want a picture of just them in the necklaces. I do not want my child wearing such a macabre thing. My husband says it's not that big of a deal, and that they, especially she, were just not raised to view death like most people, so it's really not as creepy as my family thinks. But I think it's not okay to have kids wear things like this, especially when it's someone they've never met. And we'll start right away with Cubby G Throw saying, the more I think of it, you're the arsehole. Are these necklaces ones that are receptacles that hold actual ashes, or are they necklaces where the gemstone was made from the ashes so it just looks like a normal gemstone unless you know? This isn't just a woman who died decades before she was born. This is your child's grandmother, regardless if she knew her or not. ETA, it is possible you're feeling left out of this little family group of your husband, his sister, her child and your daughter. Honestly, they are both grieving their parents and this doesn't sound weird to me. The photo album was very sweet and kind, considerate thing to do so your daughter could feel like she knew her grandmother and step-grandfather. Without clarification on the necklace, it still sounds quite nice and those are common. Why do you want to drive a wedge between your daughter and her only paternal family? And Salacious Sapphic says, you're the arsehole. It's perfectly fine to say, I don't want my infant wearing jewelry / choking hazard, but that's not the problem you have with it. The entire way you describe your sister-in-law's gifts, you think it was weird that she made an entire photo album. How is that weird? And oh yay, how generous of you to deem the children's books normal, even sweet, and then you trash what is a very lovely gesture. Lady, you just straight up sound jealous that your husband and kids are sharing their love with anyone but you. With sister, with dead mummy, nope, all of that love and attention is meant for you. OP, we get it. And Crowley Cross Jesus says, and quotes, but I think it's not okay to have kids wear things like this, and then says why, there is literally nothing wrong with this. And OP does reply saying, it's not healthy to glorify death. Just because his sister grew up sleeping in a room with both her parents' ashes doesn't mean that children should be taught that that's normal. Now, hold off on your votes. Hold off on your votes. I need to try this poll system. I'm gonna... You're my test guinea pigs here. This might work, or this might go horribly wrong and crash the stream and everything else. So bear with me. Oh, I'm with you on this one. When she said about glorifying death, I was like, holy shit! Damn it, I swore. But yeah, if anyone is having trouble with the text being blurry or anything like that, try turning the quality up to high on your end of things. It might work. But if a lot of you are having the problem, let me know. Let me know. I'm going to try and start this poll. It depends if the bot is actually working. Bear with me. Here we go. So it's working at the minute. We've got one vote. We got one vote on You're the Arsehole. You have to do exclamation mark vote You're the Arsehole as on screen right now. YTA or NTA. All right, it's working. Hey, I did something right. TNT says, well, we're voting. Out of curiosity, do you like journal entries to the much loved curse? I absolutely love them. It did crack me up when you did it yesterday. And thank you so much as well for the donation. That's awesome. It looks, oh, there's a couple of votes here and there. A couple of cheeky ones here and there. We've got 44 seconds left while this vote runs out. And I don't know, it may post in the chat too. I'm not totally sure. Chat does go crazy. I think it's part of the thing. It hasn't crashed as yet though, which is a bit of a Brucey bonus, right? The bot works. It does, Circus. Hallelujah. There's a lot of votes coming in. A lot of votes. We got 10 seconds left. And I don't know if it will post or what it's going to do. So we shall see. Here we go. 2, 1. Now, do I have to do anything else? Let me close the poll now. And is it going to post anything? Okay, it says you can no longer vote. Oh, there we go. It posted it in the end, but I was hoping it would post like all what the percentages was of the other ones, but clearly it's 96%. It's unanimous. You are the asshole. I'm just glad it worked in the end. Yeah, so we got, it's like a Streamlabs bot that runs in the background. So I have to set up a poll for each one, and then I press, start the poll, and away it goes. It's a win in my books. Just glad it worked. Anyway, we're going to jump straight into another one because we've got 8 to cover. And as I said last time, and it's part of me just talking absolute rubbish, and I was playing Little Nightmares as well. I don't know how many hours I was on for. I was up till 3 in the morning though. I can't be doing that again. That killed me the next day. Right, next story. Let's do it. And this story is from Sequaria. Am I the arsehole for telling my sister-in-law to shut up, and I will not take any responsibility for ruining her wedding? My family is pretty messed up. I have 3 much older siblings, and my mum wasn't a great mum to them. She had some emotional issues. She was not abusive, but very selfish and unreliable. She adopted me when they were teenagers, and she does favour me. My mum admitted that being pregnant and giving birth was so traumatic that she couldn't really bond. She has done a lot to repair a relationship with my sisters, but her and my brother can't get along. My brother got married about 6 months ago and my mum was not invited. I refused to attend because of that. My dad was originally going to, and I did yell at him that maybe he shouldn't come home, because if he isn't going to put his wife first, he doesn't deserve her. He ended up driving to the venue, but he was too angry to go in, so he came home. He sent my brother an apology, but said he wasn't going to disrespect his wife. My brother was understandably very upset. His wife still won't let it go and brings up that my dad is a selfish arsehole and ruined their wedding. My dad recently told her that he is glad that I said that to him, because if he did go, he would be consumed by guilt. Now sister-in-law hates me and thinks I owe her and my brother an apology. She came over the other night for dinner and they started talking about it again. This time she demanded that I apologise and I told her to shut up and I will take no responsibility for my dad's actions. He's his own man and maybe it's her fault for not inviting my mum. She got very upset and I think she was going to say something but didn't, because my parents might have kicked her out. And we moved to the comments with Owl saying, "You're the arsehole," and quotes, "I did yell at him that maybe he shouldn't come home, because if he isn't going to put his wife first, he doesn't deserve her." And quotes again, "I told her to shut up and I will take no responsibility for my dad's actions." And then says, "Make up your mind." Ubercopter says, "You're the arsehole if you understand that your mother was a bad mother to your brother and he didn't want her in his wedding because of that. You should understand that he doesn't want to forgive her. You're within your right to refuse to going to a wedding, but your dad should have been the one to decide if he wanted to go. And if he didn't want to go, he should have told your brother much sooner." An Elegant Ant says in quotes, "I did yell at him that maybe he shouldn't come home, because if he isn't going to put his wife first, he doesn't deserve her." And then says, "You're the arsehole, stay out of other people's marriages." And what about titties? Says, "Major arsehole, your mum favours you because you favour her, since you..." I can't give her that name. "Major arsehole, your mum favours you because you favour her, since you rug sweep all the emotional abandonment she's done to your siblings. Yes, a husband/wife should put their partners first, but there's a lot of reasons not to do this in this case. I understand that motherhood is difficult and that seeing how your body and life change can be traumatic, but your mum should have gotten help so she was able to emotionally be there. She never did, and your father probably didn't encourage therapy either. And now your brother's only wish was for his father to be there, and you ruined that for him, making him once again feel abandoned." Now, I don't know where Reddit comes up with those names. Who sits there, sat at your computer one day, just sat there and thinking, "Oh, what name could I come up with? And what about titties? That's a great name." Just to also let you know, the voting system only works when it's flagged in the chat. So you'll see it pop up and then you'll be able to do your vote. The vote won't count your vote. It won't register your vote until it says. I'll give you a warning when it does as well. To be fair, yeah, Flotten says, "I used to have the name Daddy Cringe." I mean, what the hell? Anyway, that was most of these stories I think that I covered are pretty much going to be one-sided, either here or there, mainly because I wanted to test the poll system more than anything for the future. But yes, we're going to open up the poll for story 2. There's a couple of votes here and there again. Ooh, a couple of everyone sucks here votes. I got like a live interface going on at the same time and I can see the votes coming in and moving around and stuff. But it's pretty clear again. We got some everyone sucks here votes too. This was definitely a "you're the arsehole" one for me. Just definitely for the way that they was getting involved in someone else's relationship, and you know, it just didn't sit right with me in the end. I find it incredibly difficult not being able to swear because I can't edit it out. Thank you so much, Lily Pop. That means the world. So we have 30 seconds on this poll. If you haven't got your vote in, get it in. Get it in. Oh, I've got a hotkey that's messed up one of my screens. It's gone full screen and I can't press it again. I'm going to try and press it again though. And hopefully not shut down the stream. I'm just jazzed all the time, man. I'm just like, I love life. The most part anyway. I have my down days. I don't want to big up and say like I'm happy all the time, because I'm certainly not. Mark, I love, can you say something in French for me? Bonjour? Bonjour. A grain of rice, take my money and love. Ah, bless you. I will certainly take the love. And thank you so much for the money. So I think the poll is complete. So I need to click that complete button. And hopefully it will post the results very shortly. 88%. Ooh, slightly lower than last time. Controversial. You spicy so-and-sos. Yeah, it was close. It was close. And the problem is with this one as well, I don't know what the problem is actually. I've lost my train of thought there. I might need another beer in a second though. The rest, it wasn't just everyone sucked here as well. There was a no one's an arsehole here. That was only one vote though. I'm not going to call you out. Oh, look at Keza giving me those merch ideas. You spicy so-and-sos. Right. It could be a troll vote, you know. It's like when I post a video every day, someone always dislikes it straight away. And I'm just thinking, who are you? Who are you, you cheeky so-and-so? Anyway, we're going to because we're just going to keep the flow moving because, as I said, I can't be up till Daddy Cringe Thong, Brody. No, just no. We can't cross those lines. You've crossed the line, Brody. You've crossed it, my friend. Oh man, we're gonna have to move on to another story because Brody has just totally put me off. And this story is from Wonderful College. Am I the arsehole for not telling my sister-in-law why mother-in-law wore white to my wedding? I think the rule about not wearing white to someone else's wedding is so ridiculously stupid. I won't bore you, but I could write an essay on why it pisses me off. When I got married, I went shopping with my mother-in-law for her dress, and one of the ones she liked was cream. I told her the rule is stupid and encouraged her to get the cream. Brother-in-law is currently engaged. We'll call her Maggie. I find her super annoying and she has a lot of issues with mother-in-law. She makes a lot of stupid boundaries, like she told mother-in-law not to come over without calling, and I asked if mother-in-law had ever done that and she admitted she hadn't, but she just wanted to be prepared. Maggie can't figure out why none of us like her. Maggie was over the other day for a family dinner and saw one of my wedding pictures. She commented that mother-in-law was wearing white, and I was just like, yeah, she was. She said it looked like a wedding gown, and I was just like, yeah, kind of. I guess Maggie didn't sleep and was anxious all night. She called mother-in-law up in the morning and laid down the law about white. Mother-in-law told her that I picked the dress and also to fuck off because the way she talks to people is so condescending. Brother-in-law called my husband to tell on me and says I bullied Maggie and I lied by omission. According to him, I was obligated to explain the dress situation. And we start off with Rit saying, "You're the arsehole, you clearly don't like Maggie and I have to wonder if you set her up here. It's odd you don't just say, yeah, she was, instead of, yeah, she was, I picked out that gown for her. Don't you love it? I think the no white at weddings rule is stupid." And Moongirl says, "You're the arsehole, wanting the call before coming over is totally reasonable boundary," and clarifying that she wouldn't be comfortable with her mother-in-law wearing white in and of itself is not a problem either. It's also impossible to get any idea of her tone on the call based on your post, but the way you talk about Maggie isn't making you look good. And OK Sympathy says, "You're the arsehole, you intentionally set her up to embarrass herself. Seeing that mother-in-law wore white to your wedding would be very reasonable, make her concerned that she would do the same at hers. I have literally no idea what you find unreasonable about not wanting other people wearing a wedding dress at your wedding. But keep that to yourself. Maggie sounds fine and you sound very mean." Now, yeah, OP just had like an absolute shit stir in this one. To me anyway, that's the way it was coming across. But poll is open, guys, and I know where it's gonna go, but I'm abusing this system. I'm enjoying it, so get on it. Whoa, we got some everyone sucks here creeping in at this time as well. And I'm not the arsehole. Are you guys just playing with me? Catch you later, Noir. Always good to have you here, my friend. We got some votes in all 4 categories at the minute. 38. Everyone sucks here. 6. Not the arsehole. And 98. You're the arsehole so far. With 44 seconds to get your vote in. I feel like I'm running an auction here. Just remember, if you do want to do your vote, you have to do the exclamation mark vote space, then your verdict. Hey Terminal, hope you're doing well, my friend. Do you know what? I'm just so pumped the poll system is working. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing in a minute, because obviously it just blows up chat completely. A grain of rice with a membership. Thank you so much, my friend. And sorry for shouting at you guys. Absolute legend. And I'm sorry, like every time I'm gonna say it now, because I'm sorry that I post it. I'm sorry, like every time I start a video, I say like, "Oh, thank you for the memberships" and all that sort of thing, because I know some people get fed up with it. I'm not sure if you guys do. 68%, but you know, it's when you go part-time, I just feel like I have to push these things, and I just am really appreciative of everything people do for me, and it was something my mum always taught me, that always just be thankful for everything, and you have to thank people, especially people like strangers. We're all strangers here, and you guys are supporting me so much, and you come here every day to support me, and I find it crazy. Do you not find it crazy? I find it crazy, but I am very much appreciative of it. Yeah, some people get really fed up with it. I mean, as I said, I've had actual emails like going absolutely mental that I thank people. It's crazy. YouTube hates me for it as well, because obviously people skip the intro sometimes, but hey, you got to do what you got to do, right? This is our channel, not theirs. And Chulu binge watching my content, and I absolutely love you for it. Okay, so that is one of my favorite things. Before we go on to the next story, that is one of my favorite things about the whole channel, and I get asked that a lot. What keeps you posting content? You know, so I try to post a couple of videos a day and all this sort of stuff. But being involved. Oh, wait a second. The Terrible channel. Thank you for your membership and joining us. It means the absolute world. I said that word again. World. But yeah, just. It's what keeps me going, interacting with you guys and relating with you guys on so many different topics. Like with these stories, we talk about like bullying, we talk about cancer, we talk about anxiety, depression, we cover all that stuff that everyone as humans, you know, a lot of people go through. Not everyone, but a lot of people go through. I've been through a fair few of them, and I relate to a lot of these stories, and I love relating to you guys with those stories. I get private messages all the time, emails, and I just love talking to you guys. Not about your depression and the bad stuff you're going through, but I love being able to relate. And, you know, even if I can help in the slightest way, you know, it makes my day. I am buzzing from it. Like I had a DM today. I'm not going to say who it was, but on Discord, and saying how much, you know, listening to stories has changed them for the better during lockdown. And I'm not saying this to like, oh, big myself up, humble brag or anything like that, but I just absolutely love it. It's hey, kick rocks. I need to DM you actually as well. Gotta say something. But anyway, am I a gamer or console gamer? Well, I'm both actually. More of a PC gamer because, as I said, I just recently got into Valheim and it's amazing. JC saying, why did I see daddy cringe thongs in the chat? It's not a merch up coming, don't worry about it. Unless you're interested. No, it's not coming, honestly. Purple bleeding heart, I love you. Oh God, don't get me in tears. I can't be doing that on live stream. When I'm reading stories, I'm always blubbing like an idiot. So, but thank you so much for your support. That's absolutely amazing of you. Anyway, let's move on to our next story, shall we? Without me talking too much rubbish again. Here we go. And our next story comes from Throwaway Cane Girl. Am I the arsehole for moving out because my family keeps playing with my cane? So I, 17 female, still live with my mum, my stepdad, and my 2 half siblings, 5 male and 7 female. My dad died when I was 5, driving me to the hospital. Mum didn't want to pay for the ambulance. He died in the crash and my leg and spine got busted up in a way that's left me needing a cane pretty much ever since. My stepdad's always been a little distant with me. He likes to make jokes about how I'm an early blooming black widow. I think he gets that from my mum, who blames me for my dad's death. I do too. It is my fault after all, so I don't push back on it. Anyway, the point is, with the current situation, my parents are always looking for ways to get my half-siblings active and doing things without leaving the house, and have recently settled on scavenger hunts. I have no problem with this, honestly. I wish they'd stop hiding stuff in my underwear drawer, but it's a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old, so that's not the worst. My problem though is that they keep taking my cane when I'm not looking. I tend to get lost in my homework and my writing hobby and zone out, and having it be one of the items that my half-siblings have to find. When I complain to my stepdad, he's a stay-at-home dad, so he's usually the one running these things. He scolds me for being selfish and points out that my swivel chair has wheels if I need the bathroom, and that they always get it to me before I have to go downstairs for dinner. I tried my mum yesterday and she said that I was being a brat and that if I wanted a father who cared about me, I shouldn't have killed my dad. I got really upset at this point and called my grandparents, my mum's parents. Dads are dead too. They showed up at 10 PM yesterday and Grandma screamed at them while Grandpa packed my stuff and helped me out to their car. My mum's been blowing up my phone and email, calling me all sorts of names and accusing me of turning her family against her and trying to get her in legal trouble since minors can't move out. And I can't help but think maybe she's right, so am I the arsehole? And there's a couple of edits on this one that's just basically saying thank you so much for the support, because I can't believe this one. But Buttered White Bread says, oh honey, no, you didn't kill your dad. It isn't your fault. Accidents are accidents because they aren't your fault. Your mother is unbelievably awful for the way she has been treating you and allowing you to be treated. Please stay with your grandparents, and if you have access, maybe seek out a therapist to help you work through all this guilt you're holding on to. More than anything, I send you hugs. Oh, and not the arsehole in any way, shape or form. Do not go back to that abusive house. And Verity Fox says, not the arsehole, your mother is straight up abusive. Your father's death is not your fault, and she is frankly completely awful for allowing and reinforcing those beliefs. Your stepdad is an arsehole too, for taking unnecessary aid from you. If he wore glasses, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't find it funny if you kept hiding them. Those people are toxic, and cutting them out of your life may well be your best decision here. And Oreganoka says, not the arsehole, first of all, your father's death was absolutely not your fault. Your mother has behaved absolutely abhorrently towards you, and it's downright horrific that anyone in your household thinks it's okay to take your cane and leave you without a means to get around your home easily. Everyone in your household except you has behaved terribly. Good on you for getting out. Please also talk to your grandparents about getting into therapy. You certainly have a lot of things to talk through, and I think you would find it very helpful. Wow, and this one absolutely killed me. And we're going to start the poll up now. Remember, ooh, apparently I already started it somehow. But yes, this one absolutely broke my heart. It's one of these ones that I talk about that I have real trouble reading, you know, and I have to stop several times while reading it, just because you think that there's a human out there. So, and I know lots of people go through these things and toxic families, but when you're reading their words, it just breaks my heart that they're going through that. Someone just said, I have gone quiet. Is the mic quiet? Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, sorry, I'm just this story when it just kills me, this story. So we have 43 seconds on this one, and we have one vote of you're the arsehole. I hope that one was a mistake. Gee whiz. Gee whiz. Oh, totally not Morgan. You'd love listening whilst animating. Don't forget to share some of that with me, either on Twitter or come on Discord and share. I love seeing people's animations. Yeah, she did refuse to believe that she wasn't responsible. And maybe I should have included a couple of those comments as well, but yeah. It's really hard to believe, you know. And I know it's out there, but it breaks my heart that someone thinks that would be their fault. Yeah, Kat says survivor's guilt. So the poll is closed. It's pretty unanimous, you're going to see on this one. So we shall absolutely see right now when it posts anyway. 99.49. There was one vote. It must have been a mistake. Well, question there about how long the stream is going to last. Well, we're about halfway through the stories. I don't think I'm going to continue like doing a game after, because I'm just going to go on Discord, have a chat afterwards, have a chill and all this good stuff, and maybe play a bit of Valheim. I'm looking for some partners in crime as well, so let me know if you'll be interested. Yoshi boy, have a good day. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day as well. That means the world to me. So I'm just running out of my first beer. So I'm going to nip and grab a beer quickly, use the restroom, and I will be back in about 2 minutes or so. Maybe a little bit longer. Got to wash my hands, of course. Yo. So Rice came in with a super chat saying, dang it, I can't believe I got home and missed that story. I know loads of people were asking for that story. I'm sorry you missed it as well. I think the live stream does get posted on the channel like afterwards, like a couple of hours afterwards. So if you want to keep up with that story, and I'm going to be posting it in a separate video as well, because lots of people don't come to the live stream. So I'm going to be putting all these stories in a separate video, which will probably get posted tomorrow at some point once I edited it and all that sort of stuff. Crab Rave. What kind of beer do I like? So I'm currently drinking a Marston's English Pale Ale. Gotta love Crab Rave. 10-hour mix. It gets me through a work day sometimes. What does it taste like? It's hoppy. Hoppy, that's the only way you can explain it. It's sort of like got a bitter aftertaste, but very hoppy. Oh, also I missed Sigrika with the super chat as well. Thank you so much. And Tainted Sushi, I have no idea what to say. I just want to donate a little bit, so here. Oh, bless you. You don't have to donate to me though, although it is appreciated. Thank you so much. That's absolutely legendary of you. An AFK stream up with 10-hour Crab Rave. I think that's covered already. I think there's a lot of people doing that. Tea Time Dolls, much love from Germany. Much love to you as well. Much love. Lady, do I like really dark ales? Occasionally. In the winter, when it's really cold, I have a really dark ale. Excuse me. When I go to, before Crisis, I used to go to watch live football, and we used to go to a pub, and they done an ale, which they would only serve you in a wine glass, and you could literally stand up a spoon in it. Oh, it was strong, let me tell you. Faroe Islands. Oh my word. We're all over the place tonight. Much love, Echo. Much love. And Flotten with a heart. Super chat. Say it. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My favorite hard liquor. I don't know, really. I don't really drink much hard liquor anymore. I used to drink vodka mainly. Polish vodka is the best. Is it Zabrówka? Zabrówka? With the grass in it. What's an ara? Brian says, thank you for saying there's a person out there. People forget that these are real human beings, not some character in a story. You have a very kind heart. Oh, bless. It's something, you know, that's what gets me every time. I have to take some time after a story and realize, you know, this is a person. This is someone's story. Melodious B saying, keep it up. I will keep it up. With your support, absolutely. What dog breed is my favorite? I don't know. I kind of like mixed breeds, really. I don't really have a favorite, I guess. Hey, Popoto, jump in our Discord. Absolutely. They're great people there. They're really supportive, lovely people. Do I put butter on my waffles? It's chocolate all the way, I'm afraid. Ooh, that sounds good, lady. That does sound good. Do I like burbs? Of course. Nothing wrong with a burb. Or two. My favorite non-cat or dog animal. Now that is a question. I don't know. I quite like giraffes. I don't know why. That's random, but I quite like them. Danielle Demchek saying, crocheting a star-shaped baby blanket. Well, don't forget to share it when it's done. That's another thing. I'm going off again here. Bear with me. I'm going off. One of my favorite things about this channel is you guys telling me what you're up to when you're listening to these stories. Like, loads of you are doing artwork, loads of you are doing crocheting, some of you just driving your trucks around. Send me those things on Twitter, man. They make my day. I'm buzzing when I see that sort of stuff. Let me tell you. Absolutely good luck for that blanket. My favorite cartoon character. You know, I haven't watched so I could go really old school on this one. My favorite was always Optimus Prime, but does he really count? Does that count? Now, old school Optimus Prime. Like, the old school cartoons are the best. They used to have like proper values. They used to get to the very end of like G.I. Joe and he'd turn around and say, "Don't do drugs, kids." Love that stuff. Do I watch anime? No, I never really got into it. But I started watching only because it was on Netflix and it's been taken off all of a sudden, so I can't continue watching it. Attack on Titan, because that is messed up. I was watching it. These giant guys with weird smiles, they were freaky as hell, and I was all over that. It was great. But it was freaky. It was really freaky. It was really good, but it's been removed from Netflix in the UK. So I'm really pissed off, to be quite honest. I swore again. My big thing at the minute is what I'm watching though is Vikings. I started watching it at one stage and I fell out of it and totally lost the storyline. So I'm going through it again. I'm nearly up to the end series now. I should get a VPN, Dead Queen, but I'm lazy. And I like to watch it in bed on TV. Hey, Metz. I can never pronounce your name because you got all the symbols. Is it Metz? Thank you for being here, my friend. Ah, you don't like gore, Roger? I don't mind it so much. I mean, I am a big horror fan. So I've sort of, got used to it, I guess. Anyway, let's move on to another story because I'm just sat here reading your comments, waffling on. I absolutely love doing it anyway, but we could do it at the end. Some people were here for stories, I'm sure. Hey, what's that overlay doing there? Get out of here. Can you reenact the Star Wars scene of Darth Vader telling Luke he's his son, but replace it with your intro and waffles? Oh my word. I'd have to be better prepared for that and with less beer inside me TNT. Keep reminding me and I will get it for the next live stream. I'll start it up with it maybe. Ooh. Before we get into it, my favorite superhero. What is my favorite superhero? I'll make note of that, Becca. I don't know what my favorite superhero is. It's not Batman. It's definitely not Batman. I don't like him very much, to be fair. I really like the new movies, but not keen on the superhero itself. What is your favorite superhero? I'd probably... I don't know. I'd probably go with Spider-Man as well. Yeah. Or Iron Man. I quite like Iron Man. I made an Iron Man helmet once with Pepakura. It was really sweet. Sold it in the end though, which was a shame. Anyway. Next story. And this next story comes from Chaos Gamer Girl. Am I the arsehole for telling someone they have one noteworthy personality and belong to a cult? There's a woman in my friend group who I don't get along with. I try to tolerate her, but every time we interact, she brings up being vegan. I won't join a video or voice chat if she's on there because she annoys me so much. Every time I mention getting something to eat, she reminds me that vegan is animal friendly. You can't use animal products and call yourself an animal lover. I once had to leave the chat because I mentioned that I was eating eggs. It doesn't matter that these are eggs from a friend's chickens who are also spoiled. I can assure you, no chickens were harmed in the making of the eggs, but they do get exceedingly annoyed when you take the eggs, since that means you can't carry them around. She messaged in the group chat asking why I always avoid her, and I was honest. I told her she turns every conversation into how we're evil and terrible for not being vegan, and she comes across like a TV evangelist. I told her that her entire personality revolves around the cult of veganism, and that she needs to get used to people not liking her for that reason. She got really pissed off and is demanding that I apologized. Most of the friend group is torn. They don't think that I was wrong, but they think I could have been more gentle about it. I'm refusing to apologize because I think she needs to hear what people think of her attitude. She's quit and been fired from jobs because she can't be civil to animal abusers in the workplace, aka someone eating a ham sandwich for lunch. And we'll start with PBC on this one. We're saying, not the arsehole, avoid this woman at all costs. She's been fired from a job over this behaviour, but can't figure out that it is a problem. Talk about lack of self-awareness. You did the right thing. Do not apologise. And 5 Pink Toe says, she's the arsehole OP. Ladies and gentlemen, the evidence. She's quit and been fired from jobs because she can't be civil to animal abusers in the workplace. Not the arsehole. Vegans like this woman are the reason people roll their eyes and move away when the word vegan is said. And Rolling Katamari says, not the arsehole. She asked you to tell the truth and you did. The fact that she's already gotten fired over her behaviour means she should have seen it coming, to be honest. And now we are going to open this poll. So it should be coming open any second now. Remember, You can only vote in when the poll opens, and the bot will let you know right now. I think there might be a bit of delay between chat and this, so, you know. Yeah, no. Vote away. Oh my word. I should actually have activated my overlay then as well. What a noob. What a newbie streamer. Get out of here. Here we go, here we go. Whoa, we got a You're the Arsehole in here. It's mainly not the arsehole, let's be fair. And I think some people are just trying to troll me. And I missed who that was telling me about a storm rolling in. Get inside, get safe, my friend. We had hail today in the UK. Hail. It was sunny, then it was hailing. UK is messed up weather-wise, let me tell you. Oh, and I had Catherine, a little devil, super chatting saying, thanks for bringing positivity. God, I can't even say it. Positivity to this world. Thank you so much, Catherine, because you're also doing the same. Do not forget that. And Savage Ink Studios saying, you are doing great, Mark. Thank you. Thank you so much, Savage Ink. You've been here a long time. You know I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So the poll has 18 seconds left. Make sure you have your vote in with exclamation mark vote space with NTA, YTA, ESH, or NAH. Don't take the mick out of the way I say H. Just waiting for that one. Wales? I'm not in Wales. I'm in England. Do I sound Welsh? So we had 150 people voting. Say Z. Z. Jersey Girl, love from Salt Lake City, Utah. Thank you very, very much for your support. Much love to you as well. 96% of the vote was not the arsehole. Welsh Mork. Wales. I can't even do the accent. From Wales. Our weather, yeah. Our weather is just all over the place right now. Yeah, we do say it quite differently, don't we? Say Z or Z. I often find myself saying Z as well. Just because I watch so many YouTube videos, I find myself saying Z. And I was like, no, gotta say it the British way. Z. RTE. Little Nightmares 2 is a great game. We got up to the teacher last time we was playing with a actually, I'm not going to give away spoilers. I shouldn't do that. GSX Pudge, you have a question. Go for it. Fire away. If I see it, I'll read it. British. Scouse, good to see you here. Another one that I've seen every day on the channel. Absolutely amazing. You like the old name Daddy Cringe. Shall we bring back the Daddy Cringe? No, we shouldn't. I had so many complaints back then about the name. You know, like people watching the videos and then the parents in the background think, what are they watching? Daddy Cringe? I just can't, we can't be doing that. We can't be doing that. Dina, much love from Romania. God, it shocks me how many, all over the world we are right now. That's crazy, right? Thank you so much for your support. I cannot thank you enough. The British, the British don't don't say the tea because they drank it all. Oh, I tell you what, we do love tea. We do love tea. Roderick says, will I be doing sponsors? It is a primary source of money for a lot of YouTubers. Yeah, I think I have to get into it first. You know, it's still very much a learning process, and finding, you know, those sponsors and stuff is something I haven't really looked into too much. But I think it's definitely a possibility for the future. Is my real name Mark? It is indeed. It is indeed. I got 3 brothers. And my mum wanted to go down a biblical route. Not that I'm religious at all, really. Shadow Legends. Do you guys want to play Shadow Legends? Tune in today. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But my brothers weren't all named that. I think I was like the last, apparently, get this right, I was the last try at a girl. Fail. And she sort of said, she knew she was having 4 kids, and we went down the biblical voice. My voice changed. I've got to practice for when I do these adverts at some stage in the future, maybe, right? Welcome to Shadow Legends. God, that advert, man, you see that everywhere. Raid Shadow Legends. I had someone asking me to try and do like an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. I can't do impressions. I'm really rubbish at them. I try, but I'm just absolutely awful. And I don't know too many lines from his films. I mean, I've watched most of them, but I don't know. But I love that guy, man. He's so cool. Get to the chopper. Oh, God, I'm sorry. I had to try it in the end. Why did you try that live, Mark, you idiot? Anyway, we need to move on to the next story, I'm sure. Jamie! Nah! Right, let's move on. Oh, God. Here we go. And our next story comes from EXM FOD. Am I the arsehole for deliberately showing my cousin to be a hypocrite? To clarify, we're only distant cousins. Our mothers are cousins. Background is that I, 33 male, have been married to my wife, Kylie, 44 female, for 6 years and together for 12. I bumped into my cousin, Mary, 30 female, yesterday. We haven't seen each other in a long time. I'm talking 8 or 9 years. But we grew up decently close as kids, and she's just moved back to our hometown. We got chatting and both had some time to kill, so we ended up walking together. Mary has always been gossipy, so I got an earful about what the entire extended family has been up to. She brought up her brother John, who has recently introduced his girlfriend to their family. John is about my age, and his girlfriend is in her early 20s, so similar age gap to me and Kylie. Mary ended up ranting to me about men who date younger women and how disgusting it is, and I let it carry on for a good while, just nodding. Here's where I may be the arsehole. I knew she only had a problem with men dating younger women. It's not my first rodeo, and I'm well aware that people have less of an issue with mine and Kylie's dynamic than it was vice versa. I know that she's never met Kylie, so I told her that Kylie and I have an 11-year age gap, without specifying which way it leans. This sparked her telling me that she's disappointed in me and that I'm creepy for dating a woman so much younger than me. Yet again, I let her dig herself deeper before I told her how old my wife was. Then she changed her mind, saying it was good that I married an older woman and that she's glad I didn't discount her just because she's older. So I pointed out her hypocrisy. If my wife being older than me is fine, why does she take such an issue to John's girlfriend being younger than him? The atmosphere turned sour, and later that evening I got a text from John saying that other sister had told him what had happened between us, saying thanks for the support. Mary has been gossiping about Kylie and I as much as she has about John and his girlfriend, and now the whole extended cousins appear to have taken sides. On the one hand, I get it from a point of view that men deliberately going after younger women for the creepy reasons about a younger model and all of those weird fertility reasons. I understand less so the idea of younger men dating older women is some sort of feminist statement, which is the stance Mary and some other cousins are taking, along with the first. On the other, I don't believe John is one of those men. We ended up talking more yesterday evening, and it's very apparent to me that he genuinely loves his girlfriend for who she is, not for the fact that she's younger. I just want an objective answer from someone uninvolved in the argument, so I'm turning to Reddit. And Son of a Gunderson says, not the arsehole, I love this. Well played. Followed by Lara Mila saying, not the arsehole, the age gap is usually weird regardless of the genders, but having an issue with one setup and not any of the others is hypocritical. And username says, OP, you misunderstand the problem with men dating younger women. Frequently, they do so because of the power dynamic. The woman is less experienced and easier to groom and therefore control. This is why people object to it, not because of weird fertility reasons. In fact, I don't think most people would object to a man who wants biochildren finding a woman who is capable of giving him some. By the same token, an older woman dating a younger man could potentially also have similar power dynamic. But on the other hand, we live in a patriarchal society, so men, regardless of age, have a certain amount of institutional power than women, regardless of age, don't have. So a younger man is less likely to be controlled by an older woman, but it's not at all impossible, and definitely a dynamic that concerned friends should look out for. This is why your female cousins were making it into a weird feminist statement, and why they were so wrong to do so. So no, you're not the arsehole for calling out her hypocrisy, but keep in mind that it's not a direct comparison. Older man / younger woman most of the time is on his side. Older woman / younger man, there's a much more complex and nuanced power dynamic. And let's get that poll started. Let's do this. Wow. Wowzers. Trousers. So the only issue with the poll system is that, you know, once the vote starts, there's no point in trying to read any comments. It just goes crazy. Karina, you like my accent? Well, thank you very much. There's been quite a few age gap stories just recently on Am I the Arsehole? So yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about them, to be fair. Love is love. So it looks like at the moment, of course, it's tipping to a very much not the arsehole in this situation. Couple of everyone sucks here, and some even saying no one's an arsehole here. See you, Matron. Thank you for coming here and enjoy your jog. Fair play to you for going out for jogging, man. Done my jog yesterday and it was an absolute killer. My shin is killing me today. I agree with the last comment, but that being said, my sister has a 28-year age gap and I've never seen her more happy. She cherishes her so much. I thought the way they're together was only for books. Interesting stuff. Minecraft music is actually I'll advertise for this guy as well. Harris Heller, I don't know if you've ever heard of him. Streamer who supplies music free for streams, so you don't get copyright or anything like that, and you can just play it in the background. If you go onto Spotify or anywhere like that, it's called Stream Beats, and it's just lo-fi music, which, you know, does sound very Minecrafty. Dan says, Mark, sup, yo. Sup to you as well, Dan. Absolutely, Abby. No issues whatsoever. And I didn't close the poll. I should close the poll. Here we go. You can no longer... I'm loving the bot, to be fair. I can't believe I've worked something out. Your cat likes my voice. Well, I like your cat in that case. Your cat's welcome round anytime. I'm a bit of a mix of both and a cat person and a dog person, Roger. I've always grown up with dogs in my family, always had dogs. And I will be taking care of my dad's dog when, you know, the inevitable happens. But we also have a cat that just wanders in the house every single day. I got a cat flap from a cat that passed away a few years back, but this cat just literally barges in, breaks the lock, and comes in and just, you know, wanders around the house. And I'm all for it. I like the attitude. I'm like, yeah, that's a great attitude. You just wander around, you do your thing. I'm not messing with you. To be fair, the cat is an opportunist. Go out, back out for the cat flap, and go to my next door neighbour's house too. My favourite reptile. Oh god, no, I don't have a favourite reptile. I remember someone put a boa around my neck once, which scared the hell out of me. And I had a thing at one stage where I wanted to get a scorpion. Like African scorpions or something, like the big black ones. And I remember a friend of mine put one on my hand, and oh my god, you can feel the hooks go into your... Well, they're not hooks, but they are kind of hooks, I guess. But they go into your hand, and you can like literally turn your hand upside down. Whew, I didn't want a scorpion after that. Emperor Scorpion, that's the one, TNT. They are cool. I love looking at scorpions. I love ants even more, you know, leafcutter ants, and watching them march back and forth, carrying their stuff and all that. I find it fascinating. Is that me you're talking to, Jacqueline, putting a face picture somewhere? I was going to approach that today, actually, because I have loads of people saying, can I show my face and things like that? And I'm just not... It sounds a bit harsh, but I don't... Yeah, I've checked out Ants Canada. Love that. Love it. Love that. I've watched that for hours. But I just don't think I'm comfortable putting that out there at the moment. Maybe one day. Maybe a special occasion. Maybe 100K, if we ever reach that. There's just... I see so many people, you know, get called out for stupid reasons, and, you know, their whole lives turned upside down. And from emails that I've received, and I mean, this is a weekly thing, and I'll even show you some of the emails if you want. Obviously, I'll cut out the people who actually sent them, because I'm not doxing people. I'm not into that sort of stuff, but I get death threats, all sorts of stuff going on. It's crazy. And you think, why is someone taking the time to send me that? What have I done? What have I done to deserve this? But clearly, they dislike me for some reason, right? But yeah, maybe one day. But I am becoming a VTuber soon. Someone's working on that, so I will have like an animated avatar that I can control with a camera and stuff like that. Hopefully, if it works out. Yeah, I've had death threats. It's crazy, right? I've had people wish me death, stuff about my dad too, you know. I had one that's talked about, because I talk about my dad so much, and, you know, I do it because I don't do it for sympathy. I do it to relate to you guys, because I've had so many people relating to the same sort of disease, and, you know, there's some people out there, you know, got some serious issues, and I honestly just feel sorry for them that they're feeling that way, that they feel the need that they have to email me and just be toxic. You know, it's like, what's going through your head? There's clearly something not quite right. So I do have some empathy towards them, and I know it sounds stupid. Emmy Backer saying, love from Finland, you've helped me a lot. Thank you so much. I love it. It sounds I hate it. It sounds big-headed, but I love hearing positivity when people are saying, you know, these videos help them. I get up. When I hear it's helped someone's day, I'm up the next day at like 6 a.m. Like, let's get another story done. Thank you so much. That means the world. But yes, we still have 2 stories remaining. I've just went off on, you know, absolute nonsense again. Do I like spiders? Oh my word. Before I know I said I was going to do a story, but spiders, I don't mind them. I got nothing against them, you know. If I see one in my house, I'll let him sit up there and just do his thing, because, you know, they're just getting the other insects that's around the house, and I'm all for that. But once we had what they called, at one of my old jobs when I was doing market research, there was holes in the wall, like in the grouting in the wall, and you could see webs on the outside like funnel webs do. And I tickled the webs, and this spider came running out, and it grabbed the stick that was poking. Well, I wasn't tickling the web with my finger, but with a stick, and it grabbed the stick, and I thought, what the bloody hell is that? And apparently it's like I don't know where they came from. I can't even remember what they're called. They're not funnel webs, but they were big old things, man. And I got a video of that thing attacking this stick. I shouldn't have been. It wasn't a trapdoor. Thank goodness, because they scare the hell out of me. But these, yeah, I'll go with Brian on that one. Webby boys. Wasn't a tarantula? No, they're quite common in the UK now. Apparently they're especially common around like docks in London and stuff. But wowzers. Love from the Czech Republic. Lord, thank you so much. Spiders are pretty cool though. I will show the video. It's on my phone somewhere. I'll have to get it off. It's not a false widow. I have dealt with a false widow though. I had one in my shed once. Anyway. Now I'm going to go on to the next story before someone distracts me with something else I can go on to. Much love to you as well, Poland. And our next story comes from Common Last Name. Am I the arsehole for not going into work when they called me out? I, 20 female, work with another college-age girl who had an exam one day at 2:30. She was on the schedule until 3, and I started at 3, so she texted me a week before asking if I would be able to come in at 2 instead so she could make it to her exam. I said yes, of course. Fast forward to the day of her exam, I was saying goodbye to my family who was going out car shopping for my sister when another co-worker, 24 female, who was in charge of the schedule, texted me saying, "Owner said you don't need to come in today." I took that as I was called off for the day and decided to go out with my family. My family and I arrive at our destination at 1:45 and go into the dealership. At 1:48, my co-worker, 24 female, the one in charge of the schedule, texts me saying, "If you told other co-worker you'd come in at 2, you need to come in at 2. I had 15 minutes to get to my workplace, which at this point was about 40 minutes away, and no car to take because we all took one car. So I called my co-worker saying I couldn't come in because she told me not to, and I had made plans with my family. She said if I kept up this miscommunication, I'd be in trouble and put on probation. So am I the arsehole for not going into work? Info: this is a small company with a total of 10 employees, no HR department or policies. Little changes like this happen quite often without any approval, so it wouldn't have been a big deal, but I agree with everyone saying I should have confirmed with her when she texted me not to come in originally." And there's an update which I'm going to cover straight away. So it says, update: this company has had so many problems like this that I was done and didn't need this stress in my life anymore, so I quit afterwards and I've been so happy since. And we'll start off with Electric saying everyone sucks here. Co-worker who had the test for not clearing the schedule change with a person in charge of the schedule. Person in charge of the schedule for not being on top of their job. You for not telling them, but I am supposed to cover for co-worker at 2. None of you are good at communication. It's everyone's fault. And Flegel says, not the arsehole, you don't need to come in today, it's pretty clear. And quotes, she said that if I kept up this miscommunication, I'd be in trouble and put on probation. And then says, she just screwed up and is trying to blame someone else so she won't get in trouble. Save those texts just in case. And Ryan says, lol, no, not the arsehole. Take screenshots of both interactions just in case, but you are absolutely in the clear. So, here we go again. The poll has been started. Get your votes in. Hey Isaac, hope you're doing well, my friend. Deep, 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 deep. I pretty much listen to these chill music. Can't even speak now. This chill music all the time these days. When I'm out running, just anything I'm doing, I'm listening to this music all the time. I find myself talking to myself quite a lot as well. I am proper mental, ain't I? So we have 88 votes in so far, 99 and a minute left to go. Make sure you get your vote in as on the screen. And that's disappeared now. I'll get it up again. I need to extend the overlay a bit, I think. There we go. There we go. A grain of rice again, saying, Mark, you are loved, and I just start... And I can't even... Oh, what is going on with me? And I just start just about every day by watching your vids. Thank you so much for being you. What can I say? Thank you so much. That is just absolutely amazing. Apparently I've missed some other people as well. Days the Casual saying, what is your favorite genres of food? Didn't I get asked that last time? I can't tell if my alerts has gone crazy. No, it's not. Italian or Spanish, etc. I remember it being last time. What the hell's going on? 1 second. I think I messed up that poll somehow. It was spamming everything. I'm going to catch up on these alerts in a sec, man. For some reason, my Streamlabs has gone crazy. Let's just complete that poll right there and then, and hopefully it's sorted. Oh my word. I messed up that poll by the looks of it. I am sorry. I don't know what happened there. Oh no. I can see what I've done. I can see what I've done. I put on that one, I put send chat notification. So it confirms everyone's vote. Well, that went well. I am sorry about that one, guys. I need to catch up with these alerts as well. They've gone crazy all of a sudden. And apparently it's just sending like lots of alerts that's previously gone through as well, which is interesting. Skynet has finally taken over. Oh my word. I don't know whether to pause them or just let them run their course. Hey, I'm new to streaming, guys. Tamo, you come in at just the wrong time when the stream is absolutely going to pot here. I mean, my alerts have gone crazy. I set up the poll wrong, and it's all just going mental. I was nearly at the end as well. I was nearly at the end of the stories, and now they've just gone mad. If I've missed anyone who's donated or anything like that or done super chat, I am sorry. It's repeating all the old ones from the previous stream, and I don't know why. Yeah, it's gone to pot. Not that kind of pot though, Tamo. I best not say that too many times, otherwise Oh, Melissa says, what's your dad's dog called? It's called Poppy. A little girl Shih Tzu. She's about 7 years old. Went to take her for a walk today. Absolutely crazy. I don't know what to do about these alerts. Bear with me. I'm just looking into this right now. Apparently I can't stop them, and I just got to roll with it. There can't be too many though, right? Oh, Tamo, I'm sorry about your dog. 15. 15. Toddis saying, what's the schedule for the streams? At the minute, there's not. I best get this alert in before Veeman disappears. Veeman, thank you so much. Much love to you as well. What's the schedule for the streams? At the moment, I'm just literally playing it by ear because I'm still learning this whole streaming thing. Clearly, you can see on the screen right now with all these alerts going on, I don't know what I'm doing too much. So this is sort of just practice at the moment. I hope to continue to do this sort of thing and do stories and all this kind of thing and see what else we can do with it. As I said, I got a VTuber avatar, which basically means you're going to see an animated avatar of myself on the screen, and I have a camera on me and the avatar will move with the camera and it'll smile and wink and all that sort of stuff, hopefully, and it'll talk with me as I'm talking. That's the plan anyway. Whether it works or not is something else. Malik Warren says, thanks for helping me every day, even through my depressive episodes. Ah, Malik, so much love to you, my friend. I mean, I've been through I'm trying to relate here. I'm not trying to sort of go over the top of or play down what you're going through or anything like that, but you know, depression is just it's bloody tough. When my mum was suffering and I went through a stage of where I decided I had to go to see a doctor because, you know, my mental state wasn't there, and I decided enough was enough. I was just breaking down, crying all the time, and it was really tough. But going and talking and getting help was the best thing for me, and I hope you're seeking some sort of help, and I really hope so anyway. I'm sure you are, but thank you so much. Much love to you, my friend. It's just replaying every single notification that's going on. Oh dear. So we are going to play it in a second. We're going to play. Are we on to the final story? Amy Backer says, got lost, I have to go. Thank you for the live. You're very, very welcome. Reset labs. I don't know how to reset labs. You're talking like I know what I'm doing here. Let me see if I can do it. This could go horribly wrong and I just said it all again. I don't know. Reset? I can't see no reset. Do a poll, dogs or cats? Yes, Bad Kitty, that is sort of the plan. Like when, as I said, the inevitable happens with my dad, I will be taking Poppy on here and, you know, bringing her here and just looking after her. Basically, it's the only way. I can't see her going anywhere else. I just cannot do it. You know, she's part of the family. I take her for a walk whenever I can, and you know, I feel like we have some sort of bond as well. You can see her. She's on Twitter. I've posted a couple of pictures of her before, but I'll absolutely show her as well. I get more pictures of her, you know, when she's here full time. What are the specs of my PC? I don't know. I've had it for about 4 or so years. I know what I can do. I can turn these alerts down, actually. Let me have a look. My graphics card is an NVIDIA 1080 Ti something or other. I ain't got a clue anymore. I can't keep up with PCs. It moves so fast. I used to be on top of my game, but you know, these days if I need it, I just get someone else to do it. My stepdad is probably going to die within the week or so. My mum is devastated and overwhelmed caring for him. Manners, it's so hard. There's nothing I can say that will ever make that better. I mean, it's incredibly tough dealing with someone who's, you know, coming towards the end of their life. As I see it with my dad, and some of you guys have been asking, and while these notifications are going on, I'll explain the situation now. Like with my dad, who is declining. He's got, for those of you who don't know, he has mesothelioma, which is asbestos-based cancer. He got it from when he was working on a car plant, apparently. And it was about March last year we found out he was diagnosed. He was out of breath and couldn't walk barely, 10 feet. And so I said, we got to go to the doctor, and I walked him to the doctor, and we had to stop 3 times on the way there. This is a 20-minute walk, and he had to stop and catch his breath. And then he was diagnosed, and he went through chemo. He's gone through all sorts. He's fought it as much as he can all the way through, but now he's got so weak. He's like wasting away. He's losing so much weight. He hasn't eaten in about 4 weeks, and he's just drinking, and that's all there is sort of to it. And he knows what's coming now, and I'm not looking for sympathy with this, because I know what's coming. My dad knows what's coming, and I've accepted what's coming, and I just want the best for him. And in some ways, this is going to sound horrible. I would be not happy, but I would be relieved if he was to pass away tonight. I'd be relieved by that, because he doesn't deserve to go through what he's going through now. He doesn't want this on like at the moment, because he has nurses coming every day, cleaning him up and all that kind of thing. He can't stand up. He can't stand up for less than a second. He ain't got the strength in his legs. He ain't got the strength in his arms to pull himself up. He doesn't eat. He's got no quality of life. We don't treat animals this way. It's so Manners, I'm with you on this, and I'm sorry you're going through this as well. And that so many people go through this, and it's just incredibly, incredibly hard. Dominic, I didn't know that, my friend. Yeah, it's I say I've accepted what's to come. I know what's coming, and I know it's going to be very, very soon. From what I heard from the palliative nurse, she said a short few weeks, and that was a week ago. So, you know, he's sleeping a lot more these days. He's just asleep all the time, and like I'd be sitting there chatting to him, and he'd just fall asleep. And if he was to pass away while he was sleeping, that'd be the best. That'd be the best possible outcome from this. But you know, it is what it is. That there isn't much else we can do at the moment. So we just make him as comfortable as he can be. Ask him, talk to him. Try, like when I go in there, I don't talk about him, you know, suffering or anything like that. I talk about what's on TV. He likes watching car programs. I try and big it up and, you know, try and boost him any way we can. But you know, he's not there anymore. When I talk to him, he's very much within himself, and that's not my dad. My dad would talk like me, pretty much, talk shit for hours on end if you let him. But you know, he's not there no more. And when I say he's not there no more, I mean mentally in some ways he is, but at the same time, he's had enough. He's had enough now. And I don't blame him. None of our family blame him. We can't blame him for that. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, the notifications have stopped now. It's okay. It's okay. As I said, I've accepted it. I appreciate your sympathy and you know, and what I love about this channel is relating to people like. And I don't mean it in a negative way, but like Manners is going through something very similar, and being able to talk to you guys about this, and loads of you are going through similar situations or have gone through similar situations, and that's what it's all about. Supporting one another with relating with one another, and knowing, you know, we have go through this at some point in our lives. It's tough. It is tough. And that's why having empathy is just so important, especially when it comes to these stories and realizing there's another human behind these stories. Much love to you all. Anyway, before I go on any further, shall we crack out this last story? Let's do it. And this story is from No Sleep 247. Am I the arsehole for refusing to sleep in the same bed as girlfriend until she tries to get anxiety under control? I've been with my girlfriend Mia for a couple of years. We barely moved in not too long ago, and this particular incident happened a few months back. Quick backstory. Mia had a boyfriend for years before she met me. He passed away and it was very traumatic for her. He had epilepsy and had a seizure in the middle of the night once they were asleep. Mia didn't know until she woke up that morning and found him unresponsive. A few years later, she met me and we started going out. I was aware of what happened after we started dating, and I always tried to be understanding about that. So back to this incident, Mia woke me up once in the middle of the night in a full-blown panic. I'm talking screaming my name and shaking me hard. She told me she thought I wasn't breathing and freaked out even more when I wouldn't wake up. I consoled her for the rest of the night because she was terrified and crying non-stop. I tried talking to her about seeing someone because his death was obviously traumatic for her, and I was surprised to find out she never did counselling. She said she only did a few sessions but didn't like the guy, and also didn't want to talk about her ex that way. But this keeps happening. Not as bad as the first night, but Mia just constantly wakes me up because she gets scared I'm not breathing. I did see my doctor in case there was actually something wrong with me, and we did a sleep study. Everything came back clear, but still she panics if something's wrong and wakes me up. Have tried to be supportive because I know she doesn't mean to be this way, but even after I keep telling her we should look into finding her help, she doesn't want to. For me, sleeping is important. I wake up super early and already have trouble falling asleep as it is. If I wake up, it takes time till I can fall asleep again. A few nights ago, I kinda had it with a lack of sleep. I told Mia I'm sleeping on the couch and rather not sleep in the same bed until she can find a way to cope with this anxiety, because I feel we can't live like that and she shouldn't have to constantly deal with that fear. Mia has been mad at me ever since, telling me I'm being an ass for punishing her over something she has no control of. I just felt like I was at my wit's end. It's been a few months of this and I didn't know what else to do. She's been distant, but when we do talk, she seems to make it known how much this is hurting her. So I do feel really bad, and I'm wondering if changing our sleeping arrangements until she gets sleep was an arsehole move, because it's like I'm forcing her to go to therapy, in her words. Am I the arsehole? And we'll start off straight away with potentially Nox saying not the arsehole. The problem isn't that she has no control over anxiety, it's that she's not taking any steps to gain control in spite of knowing her actions are harming you. She needs professional help for this. And Lolo says not the arsehole. The truth is, this is something she does have control over. She could choose to get help. Her behaviour is not normal and is impacting your health and well-being. Not to mention you have to sleep on the couch. She is lucky you didn't move out and that you care enough to try and help her through this. You are right to tell her in so many words that it is not an acceptable way to live and she needs to get to the bottom of it. Perhaps you could try a sleep aid to allow her to sleep more deeply and not awaken in the middle of the night. Checking your pulse, but that will be a band-aid. And Green Cattle says not the arsehole, you're not forcing her to go to therapy. You're setting the boundaries you need to set in order to remain a functioning human, while still trying to be there for her. I have the utmost sympathy for her suffering and I can't begin to fathom the level of trauma that must be impacting her, but nonetheless I have to say she's being the arsehole in this situation. Partly to you, but above all to herself for not taking the steps she needs to heal. I don't know heaps about therapy admittedly, but would she be more amenable to the idea if you offered, in a gentle non-pushy manner, to come with her? Now, hopefully we're going to open this poll up and it isn't going to do any damage. Here we go! The poll is open and don't forget you get your votes in. You need to type what's on the screen there. Exclamation mark vote followed by your verdict. I kind of wish you guys could see the live votes coming in. It's quite something. Oh, it's swaying from a not the arsehole to no one's an arsehole at the moment. Oh, and then everyone sucks here. Someone with a cheeky one. Love it. Oh, I see Talon in the house. Haven't seen you in a while, my friend. "50 seconds left on the poll. Mark, where do you get the animal footage? There's what site is it? Pixabay maybe? It's royalty free footage and I just combined a bunch of them. Yeah, so there's if you just type in Google royalty free footage on there in Google, you'll get a bunch of it. Just make sure you check all the licenses just to be on the safe side if you're using it for YouTube or whatever. I did plan to do a bunch of them, like a forest theme one, a fish theme one. I just haven't got around to it yet. In the future, for sure. And William says, "Hey Mark, any plans for stream emotes? I'm sure you've already said, but I missed it." Actually, I haven't said because that's new to me, but I'm going to write that down right now. And I'll try and have something ready for next time because I don't know how they work. But I'll have a look into that. Jade Lockwood with a membership. Thank you so much, my friend, for joining. It means the absolute world. The poll is now closed. Let's complete, and then you can see the final verdict. So we had 80% of the votes with not the arsehole. With the rest of them pretty much is no one's the arsehole here in the end. Mark, do you believe that birds are actually government drones and giraffes aren't real? Well, I don't know. I don't know where to go with that one, Noir. Oh my word, members coming in. Annalise Salis, Thank you, my friend. And also Malik Warren, you absolute bloody legends. Thank you so much. But my word, thank you very, very much. And that was the last story. So if you're just here for stories, I don't blame you. If you just want to shoot along now, it's up to you. It's up to you, my friend. Friends. But so for now, I'm just gonna wind it down, have a little chat, a little mingle, you know, see what you guys are saying, and just you know, get involved and have a look at some cute animals while I'm talking to you. Because you can't get enough of the cuteness. Bad Kitty, you bring up a very, very valid point here. Don't worry about not affording membership or anything like that. Never feel bad for that at all. It's never ever expected. You being here, being involved, spending time with your day with me, just some random nobody across wherever I am from you, means the absolute world. So thank you so much for doing you. That I can't, you know, your time is so important. And I'm so thankful for that. Nia from El Paso. Catch you later, Emery. Emery, I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you so much for being here today. Means the world. Means the world. Absolutely awesome, Kitty Zombie. Share your art with me. I love to see it. As I said, this is a community-based channel. That's what I consider it anyway. And people getting involved and just, I love it. I love it. I am Weeb. I love you so much. Everything in my life has changed. A new house, a new family, new town, new school, and you've been here the whole time. Mate. Mate, don't get me started. Trying to get tears out of me, ain't you? It's not hard, let me tell you. I watch your videos every day when they come out, and I really enjoy them. I know you like hearing what people are doing on your videos, and I bake bread. Oh, nothing like the smell of fresh bread, is there? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Tickle me with that one. What the hell, Val? They're out of stock on Teespring. That's crazy. I don't know when they have more stock. It's Teespring, so it's a print-on-demand site. So I supply them with like the images, and then they're meant to deal with the rest of it, and they take a huge cut out of it, basically. Yeah. Yeah, Mary, some people have been asking for a PO box. There's quite a few people asking for a PO box, and I'm quite tempted. I am very, very tempted. Oh, look at that. That's a gorgeous cat. Anoni Mochi. Essays won't do themselves. They certainly won't. Get on it, my friend. Get them sorted. Come on now. Get inspired. Do it. Thank you very much, Bad Kitty. Yeah, the sleeve tattoo. Some people ask about it. It's a sleeve of lilies, which was my mum's favourite flower. I'll try and get a PO box. It cost a bit though. Oh my word. Look at the floof. That cat doesn't look real, man. Looks like something from Gremlins. Your waffle maker's broke, Tamo. Come on now. Get that sorted. Can't live without waffles. Do you know, actually, we got to keep an eye. 25th. I think it's 25th of this month is waffle day. What are we going to do for Waffle Day? Noir, get out of the chat. Get out of the chat. Y2K babe, I listen to your videos driving to and home from work and while I make food. I love your videos and appreciate you so much. Keep up the great work. Aw, mate, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. You know, I'm in such a privileged position to be able to sit here and talk to you guys and read these stories and have you come back every day. You know, there's so many people like very similar channels to mine who's not in these positions, and I'm just so grateful to each and every one of you for doing what you do and being involved. I can't thank you enough for that. Deuce, you're out of here. Thank you so much for being here today. Appreciated. Oh, I can waffle all day, YOLO. I can waffle about all sorts of stuff. Oh, Tamo, you need to get a Twitter account. Get on there. Get involved. Just see me just posting rubbish. Danny Red, you want to donate. You don't have to donate at all. If you've got less than €2 in your bank account, you look after yourself, please. That would mean a lot more to me. I promise you that. You just please look after yourself. That's way more important. Kurt got to go. Thank you for streaming. Good night, Kurt. Have a great night and whatever you're doing. Florida, do I like Pokemon? I love Pokemon. I like the first generation Pokemon. When they first come out, I was all over collecting the cards. My very first pack, I had a shiny Charizard, and I didn't realize how good that was. I sold it for £10 on the playground. My biggest regret in life. I know, right? I know. My very first pack, I had a shiny Charizard. And then I see these other streamers here getting all hyped up about it. And I had it. First generation. Don't get me started. Cheers, Huntress. Mod in the chat. Discord mod in the chat. Yeah, I sold a shiny Charizard for £10. My favorite Pokemon. Ooh. Diglett. I love that guy. Diglett. What do I think about Twitter? I kind of like it for the trending topics, but I don't go too much deeper than that. I just stay in my own little space and just interact with you folks and all that kind of thing. So I just post memes and chat with you guys about my stupid stuff. So I don't go too far out from my own little space. I've heard it is an absolutely toxic place, but that's that, right? Wasabi P57, thank you so much. Never left me a message, but thank you so much for the support. Actually, Kerry, I'm lying. Squirtle is my favorite, not Diglett. Diglett's a close second. Squirtle is my favorite. Squirtle Squad, representing. Squirtle Squad. Ghost says, what do I think about electric cars? I'm all for it. If I can afford one. Squirtle Squad, they're a laugh. They're a riot, they are. They're kind of how I pictured like the waffle avatars on this channel. Like mischievous and just up to no good all the time. Roger, thank you for being here again. Always appreciated. I'm not sure why Diglett. I just like him. It. Meg, you got a ukulele. Play us some tunes. Get him on Twitter and let me hear it. Cockatiel says, have you watched JoJo? Everyone goes on about this and I've never watched it. I've never watched it. I feel like I'm missing something. Cubone is great, to be fair. Wasabi P says, love you, Mark. You have such warmth and charisma. I don't think I do, but thank you anyway. I hope you know how much you help people feel less alone in this last year. Oh, mate. Yeah, likewise as well. You guys being here, you make me feel less alone, and, you know, you inspire me to keep doing more, really. I went to Twitter because my family is all on Facebook. Oh, God, I hate Facebook. I'm on there, but I hate it. I rarely go on there anymore. Greetings, Mark. I'm Abby's boyfriend. Welcome, Abby's boyfriend. Ghost. You're an absolute legend, my friend. I watched your video just before I gave birth to my first daughter. She's over 3 weeks now. Oh my word. Congratulations, Gobby Gamer. Absolutely amazing. A birth has happened in the Waffle Gang. Does that sound weird? I'm going with it. Oh, Talon. Long-standing member and always a pleasure to see you in the comments. Thank you so much, my friend. You've helped me do dozens of art projects such as drawing, sculpting, ceramic work, or really helped me stay on track. Holy moly, awesome Kitty. You do so much. That's crazy. I'm just wondering why I ain't seeing all this work on Twitter. I love seeing people's completed work. Me sitting here making random art. Got any suggestions, Mark? Draw something waffly. Some waffles getting up to some mischief. And then share it with me. Absolutely, Gobby. We'd love to see it. The nerdy mister. I want to sculpt a 3D waffle guy. You should absolutely use Blender at all. Blender's a great program. Thank you so much, Savage. Such a cinnamon roll. It's the first time I think I've ever been called a cinnamon roll. Thank you. Oh my word. Jessica Fultz with the membership. Thank you so much, my friend. Welcome to Legend. And Dominic says, may the heat of the waffle maker warm you in your times of cold and its bounty feed in your times of hunger. Thank you so much, Dominic. You're an absolute legend, and I always look forward to seeing you in the comments as well, and in the chat too. You know what? I can't believe how many people are watching like a live stream of me just talking nonsense to you guys. I find it crazy. I was sat here before thinking, oh my god, people don't really want to listen to this, surely. Celestial Angel, thank you for being here today. You are appreciated. Of course I want to see it awesome. I love seeing this sort of stuff. I love it when people share their artwork. What they're working on when they're doing stuff, when they're listening. It just, oh mate, it gets me going. It gets me hyped up. I get pretty much rickrolled on the daily, cockatiel. It's just the way it is. I've accepted it. 'Tis life. Hey, Jess Brown, thank you so much. If you have joined late or you're not interested in the live stream, by the way, and you've popped in, I will be posting all today's stories in a separate video that will just in the normal format, so you can watch it later on too. Right, I think I'm going to start wrapping this one up now. We're coming up to just over 2 hours, and I want to play a little bit of Valheim before I go to bed. As I said yesterday, I bought Valheim, I got the game, logged in, crafted myself an axe, chopped down a tree, and I killed myself pretty much instantly. And so I got to take revenge on that tree. No, I've never played that before. Friday Night at Freddy's. I've got a VR headset which I was tempted to stream it at some point. The horror games, but I think I would literally just shit myself. Literally. Thank you, Talon. That means the world to me. Oh, Friday Night Funking? What? It's not FNAF. Becky, I'm not on Twitch. It's something that I've been debating whether I, because people here don't really want to see me. They're here for stories. They don't want to see me playing games. Although a lot of people did say for the last live stream, and it's then, do I create a separate channel? Do I go to Twitch? What do I do? I don't really know. I mean, it's something that I'd love to do in the future, just chill and play games with you guys. But I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss with it, because there's a lot of people that don't want to see me just sitting there playing games, And I'm not sure how YouTube treats it. Will people unsubscribe if I start playing games as streaming? I don't know. People were saying that YouTube's making big steps towards the streaming world. So do I stay here and stream? Do I do it in Twitch? I don't know. It's just so confusing. I haven't played games a long time. I'm really trying to get back into them. I play all sorts. I'm a mixed genre type game. I've played Rocket League, Call of Duty, all the battle royale games, and then I love games like Valheim co-op games, and I love oh god, what game is it? I don't know. All sorts, really. Savage Inc. Have a fun night. Much hugs. Much hugs and much love to you as well, Savage Inc. That's the problem, is that, lots of people don't want to go to Twitch. Lots of people don't have Twitch accounts. I personally have gone off Twitch myself. I used to watch a lot of Twitch streamers, and I've gone off the platform a bit. Yeah, I'll figure it out eventually. I'll figure it out. I think I'll make a stronger decision once I get the VTuber avatar going and all this kind of thing. I definitely want to do something separate though, and get community involved in games as well. I'd love to get like the ideal dream is like getting a party of community members on Valheim, and just having a blast and having a good time and playing together and just doing that kind of thing. I'd love that. Hell, I thought that dog was eating that cat then. I thought, oh god, that's not stream friendly. I will certainly keep the whole gaming stream in mind. You guys are inspiring me to maybe do something right. The stream is pretty much over, AmITheA. I'm just going to be ending it very, very shortly. If you've missed, the stream will be posted so you can catch up in a couple of hours or so. Or tomorrow I will be posting all the stories in the regular format anyway. So you won't miss out on what we've done today. I will make sure of that. But anyway, ignore that stream schedule. That's just template. One that I've never sorted out. I hope we can do this a bit more regularly. As I said, I'm still learning the whole streaming setup at the minute. I hope you did enjoy. Thank you for being here. You are very, very much appreciated. God, man, you guys get me going, I tell you. Much love to you. Much love to each and every one of you for what you did. Have a great weekend, all of you, honestly. Incredible level support. Much love.